Okay, now I want to do the experimental verification of Kirchhoff's law. We have two types of Kirchhoff's rule, that's current rule and voltage rule. Now here I have such connections, like here I have using this 220 ohm resistor and also I here 100 ohm and here R3 and use R3 here 22 ohm, and here the connections are connected in this way, and this is one here which has different loop. That loop means that the closed path or a path of the closed path of a given circuit is said to be loop. Then it contains different loops. Here positive negative terminal and positive terminals of the battery or the power source. Here which is connected, here is negative terminal and positive terminal. Then there is a resistor R1 220 ohm, R2 100 ohm, and R3 22 ohm. Then by connecting in this way we can determine the current that flow in R1, R2 and R3, that is I1, I2 and I3. That the current passes through this R1 is said to be I1, and the current that passes through this R2 is said to be I2, and the current that passes through R3 is said to be R3. Then this complete circuit which has three loops. Here loop 1, this is the current flow in this way, loop 1, and for loop 2 that's current flow in this direction or in this way, and the current that flows in this total loop in one direction. Then I can determine the current practically that flows through and in R2 is here. By connecting this point, then I can identify the current that flows and 100 ohm resistor. Then here I adjust the potential drop or the power that's given to the circuit. Let's say, let me say around 10 voltage here, then 10 volts. Here can just or use if there is current flow inside the circuit, I use only 5 volt. This is 5 volts current. The 5 volt current, this is 5 volt current, and the current that passes through 100 ohm resistor is 0.003 ampere. 0.0003 ampere. And also I can also determine the amount of the current that flow through our the resistance to 22 ohm. Then this can be determined by connecting the ammeter seriously with resistance seriously with resistance here. Then the current, the amount of the current that passes through 22 22 ohm resistor is here 0.017. The magnitude of the current increases with the for the least value of the resistance that's connected in the circuit, given circuit. Then also I can identify that the amount of the current that flows through the current that passes through the amount of the current that passes through 220, and then the amount of the current that passes through this 220 ohm resistor is 0.015 ampere. This is the amount of the current that passes through this. The connection is complete. That's the current that passes through this magnitude of resistance at 220 ohm is 0.021 ampere. Then this is practical value of the current that passes through each resistance of resistor.